So let's talk about a character that we haven't seen in GTA 6 trailers, but we have gotten official information about from Rockstar themselves. He even has a few screenshots and artwork and a short clip dedicated to him. His name is Booby Ike. Now, Booby Ike isn't just some random NPC walking around Vice City. He is actually described as a local Vice City legend, someone who managed to turn his past in the streets into something much bigger. And that's what makes him really interesting, because it looks like he's going to be a key figure in GTA 6's story. Let's break down everything we know, his official description, the businesses he owns, and all the clues hidden in the screenshots and artwork Rockstar released. And finally, let's speculate on what role he might play in our journey as Jason and Lucia. On Rockstar's official GTA 6 website, Booby Ike is described like this. It's all about the hut, the Jack of Hearts. Booby is a local Vice City legend and acts like it, one of the few to transform his time in the streets into a legitimate empire spanning real estate, a strip club and a recording studio. Booby's all smiles until it's time to talk business. Right away, this tells us a lot. Booby Ike isn't just a background character, he is someone with power and reputation. He's been through the grind, survived the streets and came out with an actual empire, not just shady side hustles, but a real business. The description even confirms the name of his strip club, which is Jack of Hearts. We have seen it multiple times in the trailers and screenshots. And that phrase, all smiles until it's time to talk business, perfectly fits the type of character GTA loves to create. Charming, fun, approachable at first, but dangerous and ruthless when it actually matters. So, he's not just a throwaway NPC, he's a major player in Vice City. And according to the description, his empire is built on three main things. The first one is real estate. It suggests Booby has influence across Vice City. He might own apartments, clubs or commercial buildings, and this could tie into missions or investments for Jason and Lucia. The second one is the strip club, Jack of Hearts. This is clearly his pride and joy. We have seen it in screenshots, in artwork, in a short clip, and of course both trailers and the leaks. It's a really flashy and chaotic place, dripping with money. If you played GTA before, you already know how strip clubs are not just for atmosphere, they are often tied to missions and story events. And finally, there is also a recording studio and music label. This is where things get really interesting. Booby isn't just about real estate and nightlife, he's also trying to break into the music industry. And that brings us into another set of characters, like Drake One Priest, a young music mogul, and Real Dimes, two aspiring artists named Baylux and Roxy. So Booby is connected to multiple corners of Vice City life, like crime, nightlife, music, and real estate. That gives Rockstar a lot of ways to tie him into our story. On the official site, there is a very telling line. The club money pays for the studio and the drug money pays for it all. This is the biggest clue to who Booby Ike really is. Sure, he got a legitimate empire, but like many powerful GTA characters, that's just the front. His real money comes from drugs. Whether it's smuggling, distribution or both, drugs are foundation of his empire. And it's actually a classic GTA setup. Someone who looks legitimate on the surface but has deep ties to organized crime. And this means when Jason and Lucia meet with Booby Ike, they are not just stepping into music and clubs, they are stepping into the drug trade, which they'll be already deep into because of Brian Hedder. And now let's look at another part of his description. Top quality cuts. Booby might seem like he's just out for himself, but it's his partnership with the young aspiring music mogul Drake One for only Raw Records that he's most invested in. Now they just need a hit. So Booby Ike isn't just playing around with music, he's invested. His partner Drake One runs only Raw Records and they are looking for a breakout hit to put them on the map. And if you think about how Rockstar integrates side missions, this could easily be fun. Maybe Jason will have to help promote the label, protect Drake One from rivals, or even sabotage competing artists. GTA has always loved mixing satire of real-world industries with crime, and the music business is perfect for that. And let's not forget about Real Dimes, the two female rappers Baylux and Roxy, tied to only Raw Records. They are definitely part of Booby Ike's circle, and it's very possible we'll get missions involving them, from dealing with their rivals, protecting them, or just having fun together in the studio. Now there is the question, where does Booby Ike fit into the larger story of GTA 6? Here is my speculation. Early in the game, when we are still in Leonida Keys, we will mainly be connected to Brian Hedder and Carl Hampton. That's our starting crew. But as the story moves forward, Jason will probably meet Drake 1, who will then introduce him to Booby Ike. This makes Booby Ike more of a mid-game character, someone we meet after establishing ourselves but before the endgame. And I think that feels right, because he is big enough to be important. Now let's break down what Rockstar has already shown us of Booby Ike. In the first screenshot we can see him sitting in Jack of Hearts somewhere in his personal office with a modified pistol with a switch on his table, bunch of jewelry like chains, watches, rings, a stack of money in his hand, expensive type of clothing, glasses, and he looks pretty clean and chill. We can also see some pictures in the background, and overall his office looks good. In the second screenshot, chains, double cup, probably sipping lean, golden teeth, earrings, he looks like a man who enjoys the lifestyle. But the pistol we saw earlier reminds us he's not just a party guy. Then it's Booby Ike with Drake 1 Priest there standing outside of Jack of Hearts. Booby's holding a phone looking like a businessman, while security and NPCs hang out in the background. Right here, money flying, champagne, fireworks, Jack of Hearts logo glowing in the background. This shows the chaos and energy of the club, and also confirms it's going to be an interactive place in the game. Now in this artwork we get a view of one of our favorite places, the strip club Jack of Hearts. Front and center we have Booby Ike, the owner. He has golden lion ring with red stones, a golden watch, golden bracelet, wine glass, tattoos, golden chains. One of them looks like it represents his music affiliation. He's also got 1 or 2 golden teeth. In the background there is a guy with cash and a cup, another one staring at a stripper on the pole, and she looks thick to be honest. There is stacks of money on the floor and beside them. The poster says things like Twerko, and there are various wall arts. Other guys are chilling, holding glasses, throwing money. There is champagne in an ice bucket. It gives a full look at the place, and it's not just for missions. It looks like a spot we'll be visiting for fun too. Finally, in the short clip of Booby Ike, he's at Jack of Hearts on the 2nd floor balcony. The background is blurry, but you can still spot a stripper on the pole, a guy throwing money, and bills flying around. Bobby's looking straight at the camera, smiling, with his gold chain and glasses on. So that's everything we know about Booby Ike so far. A local Vice City legend, the owner of Jack of Hearts Strip Club, and I think Booby Ike will play a significant role in the middle part of GTA 6's story. And honestly, I can't wait to see how Rockstar develops him further. That's it for this breakdown of Booby Ike. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any upcoming GTA 6 videos, and I'll see you in the next one.